around quick. Auntie breaking down the truth real slick. Cases they hide, stories they miss. Auntie shine light on all of this. Real talk, facts on the table. Justice for the ones who ain't able. If the world stay quiet, Auntie gon' speak. Truth come alive every single week. Auntie, tell us what they don't say. We bring the truth your way. Tell us what they don't. Tell us what they don't say. We bring the truth your way. True crime with Auntie.
Hi, my true crime family. I have a new mic, so let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the comments. I have a new mic, and I did a little testing before I came on, but I don't know if it's working. So let me know if you guys hear me. Okay, so it's going to be me tonight along with my co-host, Jelly Slots. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that invite for her, and she's on her way. Make sure I drop it. Thank you, my sister Keeper, for that membership. I appreciate it. So if we do have some new people here. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay on updates of this case and any other cases. Also, while you're at it, grab a membership so you can be part of the Auntie Circle. Okay, and being a part of Auntie Circle, you have a chance every month to win $100 in a drawing. Also, your comments get highlighted before anybody else's. And any stories that you want me to talk about will have precedent over non-members. So tonight we're going to be discussing a case that happened in Frisco, Texas in April of last year, where a 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf, who was also 17. And Austin, unfortunately, he died. So we have a deceased kid, a part of this case, and also a kid that is fighting for his life. He has been charged with first-degree murder. Okay. So we're going to actually go over the arrest report that I have. Now, I don't know if many of you have seen that. Thank you, Danny. Thank you so much. So I don't know if y'all have seen that arrest report, but let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this is Karmelo Anthony. All right. Now, on here, they have his weight as 130. Now, the twin boy, they were actually 60 pounds heavier than Karmelo Anthony. And I want you guys to keep that in mind, okay, as we get into the meat and potatoes of this case. Did I add you? Try again. T, try again. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry. This is my co-host. Sometimes she has problems.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, baby. How are you?
Not sometimes she has.
Oh.
No, I really was not ready. I had to run. I looked at the time and saw it. I was like, ah.
So, Rock Climber, you're new here and you say you read the entire arrest report, and that's good. So you must be following the case. So we're going to go ahead. This is the official arrest report of Karmelo Anthony. I want you guys to see that he's 17 also, and he weighed 130 pounds. And that's going to play a factor in this case because Austin Metcalf was at least 60 pounds heavier than Karmelo, him and his brother. All right. So he has been charged with first-degree felony murder. Hey, Amber, how are you? So he's being charged with first-degree murder, okay? And this happened on 4/2 at 5:04 p.m. at a track meet. So before we get into it, I want everyone to please be respectful in the comments. We may have family members of either in here watching. So let's be respectful to the families, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's read over this. I got some.
Rock climber.
Go ahead, baby. What you're gonna
I'm
say?
sorry, Auntie. No, I'm reading your comments while you're going. Somebody rock climber.
Yes,
Wasn't involved with Carmelo. Don't push that lie. We haven't even started yet.
we haven't even started. All right, so
Go ahead.
so on that day, Carmelo got into an incident with Hunter first, and then Austin joined into this incident that was happening. It was raining very heavy that day at the Frisco track meet. Okay, so Carmelo, he went under the nearest tent to get out of the rain. Now Hunter and his brother Austin, they didn't want Carmelo's there. And I've seen a lot of people say that it was trespassing. You can't trespass on public property, guys. He wasn't trespassing. He actually was there legally. So we can't say that he was trespassing. So from what the reports say is that Carmelo, when the cops apprehended him, he did say that he did do it. And he said he was self-defending himself. Now he said that early on in the case. Now, the cops noticed fresh blood on his hands, which, I mean, is obvious because he stabbed Austin during the struggle. So he admits to it, but you guys are misinterpreting it as he's admitting to murder. No, he's admitting to the incident, but he's also saying it was self-defense.
Let me correct this person really quick, Auntie.
Which one?
Are we gonna you want to just ignore
Go
it?
ahead. No, go ahead.
UIL tent policy, that's not correct. I know that because we're part of UIL, and the children are allowed to be under other tents if it's okay with the coaches and other students. It has nothing to do with a tent policy, and we'll go into why he was under the tent, but they just started that tent policy with the schools, the kids not sitting under other school tents after all of this happened. So we're not, no.
Right. Yeah, she's wrong in that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is just some more information, and I'm going to highlight, I can't highlight it, but, Anthony, he was apprehended and he was arrested. Now, he said to the cop, trying to read it, it's so little. Up on arriving. Oh, anyway, this basically he's saying that he admitted to stabbing Austin. And we're not going to read all of it. We're just going to get to some key points of it. So the incident occurred under a tent in the bleachers. Right here, there were numerous witnesses on the scene. Numerous witnesses was on the scene, and they saw what happened. One witness actually told the cops that Austin and Hunter actually was the ones who approached Carmelo in an aggressive way. So, and when it comes to evidence, like I said, it was raining very hard. The scene was chaotic. So, I mean, it washed away a lot of the evidence that could have been there. So, and we do know that Austin, he unfortunately, he died on the scene. And the knife comes into play when Carmelo Anthony pulls the knife from his bag. All right. He wasn't walking around with the knife. He went inside his bag, and he did warn Austin. He said, touch me and see what happened. And I know people are saying that this is some provocative, that it was provoked. No, he's giving him a clear warning.
Yes.
He's trying to deter any type of violent altercation that could happen. And what did happen? They both jumped him.
Exactly.
They jumped Carmelo, right? So now we got disproportionate threat, okay? Because I know people are saying, oh, Karmelo had a weapon and Austin was unarmed. You can't say that. Austin was armed with his other twin.
Exactly. It was 2 against 1.
Right. Don't you agree?
I agree.
When it comes to a deadly weapon, it's not what it is, it's what you do with it.
Yes.
Deadly weapons can be your fist, it could be a pole, it does not have to be a knife or a gun.
Yes.
So it was 2 of them against 1, so it was not proportionate. And they did put their hands on Karmelo. Unfortunately, they did do that.
Yes.
And I think it was, I think it's very good that he did ask, was Austin going to be okay?
Exactly.
And, he said he was protecting himself and he was crying. And that means to me that he felt awful that he had to defend himself in that way to protect his life.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. Don't you agree with that?
I agree.
So, So we got him saying that he did it. So this is the police report that is available.
I know. Go ahead.
That is available to the public. So we're going to go to the scoreboard. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now we have People versus Karmelo Anthony. So it is going to be a hard case actually for both attorneys. It's going to be a hard case to prove first-degree murder, and it's going to be a hard case to prove self-defense. So we're going to go down these and go over what each lawyer has for them. So why is it a hard case for full murder? All right. Mm-hmm. There is an altercation. Mm-hmm. Witnesses say there was physical contact that opens the door to self-defense. Okay. That alone creates reasonable doubt. It only takes one juror.
One. Mm-hmm.
One. That's it. One juror.
Mm-hmm. So,
and he's not going to be guilty of it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, he immediately claims self-defense. Jurors take that seriously, okay? They're going to say, hey, he was protecting himself.
Yes.
Okay? Against 2 bigger students at the time. And they were aggressive. They're the ones that approached Karmelo. Mm-hmm. He was sitting down. Exactly. And he was sitting, and they approached him. Okay? Now, this is something that is key. He only stabbed him once. So I think right there that there's going to show that he did not intend to kill Austin.
No.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I think that plays a big part, that it was only one stab. And unfortunately, it was in the heart. But he stabbed him once, not numerous times.
Which we also heard from different, they said from different witnesses that he was over him. So if you're over him and he would have, kind of went up, then mm-hmm. that would show that. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that was more of a get off me tactic. I don't think it was, oh, I'm going to stab him in his heart.
You right. Know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Like, y'all get off me.
Exactly. And he showed remorse right away. And he did not leave the scene. He left from where the incident happened, but mm-hmm. he didn't run off, get in his car and drive away. He stayed and he admitted to it. Okay. So only one stab, no repeated attacks, no chasing or continuing violence. Defense will say this was a reaction,
yes,
and not intent. Mm-hmm. Okay. Remember, for first-degree murder, we have to have intent. So that's why I'm saying that the prosecutors, they're going to have their work cut out from them. Now, what helps the prosecution is deadly force to the chest. That's lethal target. Prosecutors will argue he knew exactly what that could do. I disagree. Like I said, I don't think he meant to kill him.
No, I do not.
Okay. I think it was a blind swing, if you ask me, especially if you got these 2 boys beating you up.
On top of you.
Yes, they were on top of him.
Blind swing. It's a blind swing. It is what it is.
Yep. On the statement before it happened, touch me and see what happened. Now we went over that, but this could sound like it was a warning or a threat showing escalation. Now the prosecutor's going to try to use that to say, oh, that Karmelo was escalating the violence. He's telling Austin, touch me and see what happens. But the thing is, Austin didn't have to listen and put more hands on him.
To touch him, period. So we're not gonna make it like it's okay to touch people.
Exactly.
Not gonna
rock climber Hunter said he was involved. I posted a video on Facebook.
Say Hunter himself said he was involved.
He did say that.
So I know you over here on some other whatever. Why did he take the knife to attract me? Kevin attract team. He was not with his team staying dry. He did not immediately come in self-defense. He asked if he could be considered self-defense. Where did you read that he asked if it could be considered self-defense? I would like to know that.
We got this paperwork. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to know, where did you read that at? That he asked, could it be considered self-defense? Outside of that, I'm gonna tell you something. As people have said, when things happen, your reaction, okay? The whole thing with him throwing the knife and whatever, if you're a kid, not even a kid, if you're an adult and someone jumps on you or something is going on and you're trying to get someone off of you, your first immediate reaction, which I would have liked to see in another case that was about, is panic. You understand what I'm saying? And as a kid, if you swing a knife and something happens, like I said, kid, adult, whoever, and then you see blood, the first thing you're going to do is panic. So I can see him maybe dropping the knife or tossing the knife and running, because it's like, oh my God, I stabbed him. Maybe not knowing where he stabbed him or what happened, just more like, I just wanted them off of me. Okay. Right. I'm not going to sit here and this whole, he threw the knife, it was intent. You don't premeditate throwing a knife in bleachers. Okay.
Exactly. And he could have got in his car and left, but he did not.
Exactly.
So I think that was very honest of him to stay and, identify himself as the person that stabbed Austin.
When it was raining out there and you guys saying he under his team's tent, where was his team tent located?
Exactly. Because from what I get, that he had walked off and it wasn't raining at the time, but it got heavier. So he went, I'm not lying.
Exactly. Okay? You're not. Go ahead.
So he went under the tent. And like I said, that tent, when he went under there, that cannot be considered trespassing. Now, what can be considered felony assault is two people that are over 200 pounds pounding on another person that is 130 pounds. So if you really want to be technical in all of this, that's called felony assault. And if you have to protect yourself and somebody dies during a felony assault, you're going to get self-defense. Okay. So that's what you guys, I'm giving you guys the facts. And I know some of you don't even want facts. Y'all just want lies. Y'all want sensational, but hey, we got two kids. One is gone and another one is fighting for his life. And what we want is the truth of what happened. Okay.
Exactly.
That's what we want. And like I said, it's going to be an uphill battle. All right. People versus Karmelo. All right. Like I said, I already did this. It's a hard case. What's this one?
Rock climber, I want to ask you a question. Since you follow the case, I'm guessing you follow from whatever angle you're following from, unless you just on here spilling a bunch of lies or your thoughts of what may have happened. Did you hear some of the kids from the school that spoke on the boys?
Obviously, she
came online and actually spoke on those brothers. I would like to know, did you hear what some of the kids from the school said about those brothers? I'm just asking a question. Go ahead, Auntie, because I want to see their response in the comments. If they even got what a lot of the kids said about those two brothers.
Okay, so let's talk about murder.
They're actually deliberating about the different concepts of what Texas. The first thing you need is premeditation, which basically murder.
All right, this is from a lawyer, and he's telling you what the prosecution needs.
Yes.
To get a verdict of first-degree murder, a guilty verdict of first-degree murder. This is what they need, coming from an attorney, not social media.
Texas. The first thing you need is premeditation, which basically means that the person has thought about, I'm going to kill this person. How am I going to do it? What am I going to do? The second one is deliberation. And this point, they're actually deliberating about the different concepts of what they can do and why they're doing, and it goes closer to their intent. And then the third thing that comes in there is the actual intent. I want to give you a few examples. If I came home and I found out my wife was cheating on me, and rather than kill her right then just because I was crazy mad, cooled down, I started thinking about it, and I started planning. That would be first degree. Another one would be like if I planned a bank robbery, and during the bank robbery, the security guard gets killed. That would be another premeditated. Although the bank robbery was premeditated and the actual wasn't, is enough to make it first degree. If you want to hear about second degree.
Okay, so you guys hear that. That's what the prosecution is going to have to prove, that this was premeditated and that Karmelo intended to kill Austin. Yes, to kill
so
Austin.
Everybody on the internet is a liar when it comes to Austin them, but they're telling the truth when it comes to Karmelo. Okay, cool, rock climber.
Okay, thank God, rock climber, that you're not on the jury pool.
Exactly, we definitely don't want you there.
Okay, so anyway, that, like I said, that I think the charge was an overcharge. I don't know why did they do it that way, because they don't have intent. And with self-defense, Karmelo definitely felt that his life was at stake and serious injury. Okay, so if he felt that he was going to become seriously injured, then he had any right to pick up something and defend himself against 260 pounds to get, 120 pounds over, actually, with both boys. They were big boys. And this is what we have for self-defense.
And then ground principle, meaning you don't have a duty to retreat before using force. If you're in a
Now that's very important, because some people say, well, why didn't he just leave? Okay. In Texas, when you're being attacked, the first thing that people think, leave. But in Texas, you don't have to flee. Okay. You can stay there and fight to get those people off of you. And that's what Karmelo chose to do. He did not. The rules for self-defense does not include that he had to flee.
Exactly.
place you have a legal right to be. Now, when it comes to the use of force, it should be reasonable and proportional to the threat you're facing. Deadly force is acceptable in certain situations, like protecting yourself from serious bodily harm or a home invasion. It's all about finding the balance between protecting yourself and not escalating the situation unnecessarily. While Texas follows the stand your ground principle, there might still be situations where retreating is the safer option. Knowing the rules for self-defense empowers you to make informed decisions in critical moments. If you have questions or need legal guidance tailored to your situation, I'm Summer from the Law Office of Brian Fagan, and your safety matters to us. Give us a call and schedule a free 30-minute consultation.
Okay. So what do you think about that? Do you think that Karmelo will be able to prove self-defense?
I think that he should be able to prove self-defense. It depends on, like we say, the jury. If it's equally yoked, because that's going to be a big part of it. Yes. You get what I'm saying? Because I think because this has made national news, and you don't want anyone in there that's not going to actually look at the case for what it is. We all know, I guess my biggest thing is, we all know if two people are attacking someone, whether it's a robbery, whether it's a fist fight, whatever, and someone within that altercation dies, usually the other two are in trouble. I'm still not understanding why
Right.
Hunter is not in trouble when they attacked someone. That's almost like going to do a robbery and the person dies, and they usually.
Right. I'm surprised Hunter wasn't charged.
I'm
They
so
were both they were in a felony assault act when Austin died. Okay. So please stop saying that Karmelo was trespassing. He wasn't. Okay. Please stop saying that he killed an unarmed person. No, let me tell you, Austin had his brother, what's the guy name?
Hunter.
Yeah, had Hunter. Okay.
He's touching him on the shoulder does not give someone touching him on the shoulder. I would quite doubt that he got touched on the shoulder and decided to stab someone. Y'all got to come up with something better than that.
Hello, Leroy.
Leroy,
Yes, and audio.
it's your phone is breaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 instances up. Give me a second. I'll fix this audio.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, did that work?
Yes, sounds better.
Okay. There's something I wanted to say real quick. I thought the camera on my this is a brand new laptop. I'm sorry if the camera don't work.
That's okay.
Okay.
Just to make it real quick, I've been following this case ever since last year, April.
Mhm.
And I understand so many things that they talked about with regards to law and how people have tried to make the argument as to why Karmelo should be charged.
Mhm.
And what I've tried to explain before to so many, what I honestly feel this is about, and it's literally about defending the bias in the criminal justice system.
Mhm.
And it's really not about Karmelo. I think a lot of people recognize that that this whole incident, it doesn't apply. I mean, so many of these laws don't apply to him. That they're trying to make arguments from the trespassing and him carrying such and such in unlawful poker or whatever. All sorts of things that they've gone with to make the argument. But the truth of the matter is, they're really trying to defend what they easily recognize is a bias in the criminal justice system when it comes to prosecuting basically us.
Mhm.
And dealing with us. And so when we try to argue with him about, like, what was the one that they said he was talking reckless, or
Yes, so you heard it, right? You heard that video.
Yeah.
I know. What was the one? What do they like to say? They like to say that we were that he was
He said he was talking reckless.
that his action, that it was a provocation. For example, the statement.
Mhm. Yes.
They say, well, that's provocation, so self-defense is thrown out the window.
Right.
And the thing of it is, they're not stupid. They know what he meant by that. If he actually said that, they know what he meant by that.
Exactly.
And so, but they need the excuse in order to justify the bias that clearly the criminal justice system wanted to do to him. They literally wanted to take this kid and from handcuffs to cell block without ever seeing daylight.
Exactly.
The rest of his life.
That's
where they wanted to go, and they were really mad that he was let out 11 days later.
They were so mad. They were threatening the judge, and they brought up because the judge was black. They were upset about that.
Yeah, they went after her bad.
Yes.
And the thing of it is like we argue every single point, and we defeat them on every single argument that they can bring with regards to his, and yet they still don't. They still want some sort of window to say that he should be convicted and sentenced for life. Hey, you know what? I equate this to the whole birth certificate thing.
The phone up a little bit. I mean, his computer. I'm sorry, I didn't hear him. Go ahead.
Let me try again. Yeah, my internet. This is a new apartment, so I'm kind of going back. So I equivocate this to the whole Barack Obama thing, where his birth certificate, and these guys kept bringing up his birth certificate over and over again. So consequently, I realized that they don't care that it's actually accurate. They want the lie to win.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
To say, and so they want to be able to delegitimize him and pretend like, well, he lied about his birth certificate, such and such, and then apply the penalties or apply all the punitive actions that they can apply based on that lie.
Yes.
And so that's the same thing with this kid right here. It's like whatever they claim, the he was talking reckless, whatever, they want that lie to, and I think it's a lie, but they want that lie to win.
Yes.
Yes, that's what they want, because actually Hunter, he's done, I think, 2 interviews, and they were very, like, they were different from, like, his second interview was different from his first interview. So he's been caught in lies because he knew that he was involved in this situation.
Yeah.
So he was not far away, like some people like to say. No, he was right there. He's the first one that said something to Karmelo. And my thing is, people need to teach their kids to keep their hands to themselves. Okay. And if they didn't want Karmelo under the tent, they should have got like a coach or somebody to talk.
Get him.
Not them. What is another kid to tell another kid what to do?
Well,
this is 2 of them.
Well, see, the reason why they didn't get one, because if they went and got a coach and he said, and the coach said, hey, leave him alone, then if they would have went over there and did something to him, they'd have got in trouble. They bypassed an adult because they knew what they were going to do when they got there.
Exactly.
They didn't want nothing to do with a coach. They did that as fast as they could.
Exactly.
And so I don't put any credibility in the things that they are claiming that they said or what was said to them, because they already know that what they were involved in doing is. And the reason why, and here's how I know this: when you listen to Hunter's first interview, he said Austin grabbed the bag. That's when he was outside. In the second one, he said I grabbed the bag, but it's barely, but he basically said I grabbed the bag. Then his dad says that Austin grabbed the bag.
Exactly.
So we have those 3 different stories, but in order to isolate Austin and Karmelo, that's the route that they're going. So they recognize that if he implicates himself by saying he grabbed the bag, then that's a 2v1, whatever, and that would result in the fact that he might even face charges.
Exactly.
So now they recognize that, hey, they're in legal trouble. They could possibly be in legal trouble over this case. And it's so
much that we don't know. And one thing I was kind of shocked about is that when in the trial, when it does come in June, they were saying that the exhibits would be shown after the verdict. I didn't understand that.
No, that doesn't.
Like they're not gonna. I don't know if they're not gonna. Well, I guess to the public after the verdict. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about, but there's so much that we don't know being, in the public that happened. And because I know one thing, Karmelo family did spend money on investigators, okay, to talk to people and see what happened. So, and then, the people are saying, poor Austin's family, which is fine, but Karmelo's family too. Why are you guys threatening Karmelo's family? They had to move 3 times. Which is sad. You think they want to be in this situation? Then her husband can't even work anymore. And that's going to lead us to the crowdfunding. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, I think it's sad too, because we're always, and I think, and we hate to always go back to the us and them, types situation or conversation, right? But we do know that when it comes down to it, it's like it's almost like they're already prosecuting him just because of the color of his skin. That's what I'm getting at.
It's a whole race war out here on social media.
It's sad.
And I'd like to add this, is that if they could make him broke, I mean, think about it. I don't know if I was in this situation, well, I'm okay now, but if I was like broke and or if my son was broke, you know, and we had to fight this situation, a plea deal would sound plausible.
Right.
Because you know, there's no money coming my way. If I had maybe just 15 grand in the bank, you know, and I'm like, you know, I got to get my car fixed. You know, a plea deal, and maybe something that might get expunged, serve probation for 10 years or something. I don't know, something like that. You know, and I'd be like, you know, it'd be so it'd feel like something that'd be easy to swallow. You get to come home, you know.
I get it, but listen, if I was broke, I don't know, I'd probably be selling everything trying to save my child. Only because it's Texas. And I think with the way everyone's coming at him, and it's like they're trying to make an example out of him, I would probably fight. But I get the angle you're coming from.
Well, yeah, I just making a point that there's plenty of brothers that just go up.
And
and never see. I mean, because you got to think Karmelo would have been by this time. He, like I said, handcuffs to cell block.
Yes,
he'd have still been in there.
Exactly.
He'd have never seen and he'd have told you it's like they're feeding me bread and water. He'd have done told all kinds of stories about him, either being physically dealt. I mean, just pushed around or something like that, or just they put a hit out on me. Just them kind of stories. He probably would have had all kinds of stories right now. And so there's ways that they have, because the devil has all sorts of weapons once you step in his house.
That's true. That is true. And Karmelo did not put his family in this situation. Austin them put Karmelo and his family in.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
To be like that, but
they don't even want people to donate towards Karmelo. I had one poster say, why is people giving money to a murderer? I thought we were in the United States, where you're innocent until proven guilty. And why can't the family get fundraisers, to help them? That one guy got a fundraiser. What was his name? The one that killed Trayvon.
Zimmerman.
Yeah, they gave him $500,000. But let's go to this fundraiser scorecard, because there was plenty of lies told about this. So now we have Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony, and these are public reported fundraisers. All right. So $766,000 for the Metcalfs. This is not part of the scholarship. Okay, guys? This is not part of the scholarship. All right. Then we have $515,000 for Karmelo. And that's for his legal defense, relocation. We already know they had to relocate 3 times. His dad can't even work because people were calling his job, threatening his job. They were threatening his wife. They were threatening the children. So he can't even work. And for basic needs like food, lights, somebody got to pay for it.
Yes. Yeah.
And with Metcalf, right? They got 3 different GoFundMe plus a scholarship. Now, Austin has been buried, and actually he was cremated. Excuse me, let me fix that. He was cremated.
Which was a bunch of mess between him, his mom and the dad, but go ahead.
So what are they going to do with this $766,000?
But Auntie, I thought it was more money than that.
It might be. This is from 2025.
No, but I'm saying because the mom had one GoFundMe and the dad had another one. It was 2 separate ones.
Right. So it could be more than that. They got a lot of money.
Exactly.
What they need all that money for? If y'all asking why Karmelo needs it. Why
for their defense. For their defense and the defense of the other 2 people who might roll over on them.
Yes.
Because Karmelo's gonna get free. Karmelo's gonna get free from this. As soon as if that video goes public, which is and then it's gonna be litigation after litigation. I mean, the Metcalfs, the I mean, the amount of different tales that Hunter told when he
Yep.
did those interviews.
Mhm.
He's eligible for that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that they're gonna get a lot of pushback on. So I don't see how they're gonna get out of that, especially if they're not even if this kid is not even tried. And then the whole county, the biased prosecution. Else I want to say as far as this trial goes. And I'm sorry for breaking up. It's this thing is.
You're fine. We thank you.
Fine.
I'm just over rock climber.
Go ahead.
I hate being in the comments. I'm telling you.
I can't get there. I forgot. I can't find the page to get to see the comments. But
just
anyway,
comments. You'll see private chat, and then if you click on comments, it'll bring the comments up. But this man talking about Trayvon beat Zimmerman here on the concrete before y'all please get rock climber some Skittles.
Well, we know rock climber. You don't like black people, do you?
I was just gonna say that. I'm sorry.
Him. They don't like black people, honey.
But there is something I want to say is that
sorry
for every step of the way, for when it comes to, I guess, an unjust trial.
Mm-hmm.
Or unfair trial or something like that. It's followed that category. From his arrest, the amount of false rumors and statements and all these things that's uncorrected, that hasn't been corrected. The withholding, the basically the what do you call that? The gag order or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The restrictions in the courtroom for people coming to watch the trial.
Mm-hmm.
Every step of the way, if they were going to have an unjust railroading hidden or just, it's so far. I mean, we're looking at this like there's only so many things that they can do, and the truth is that there might be more things that they can do to ensure that they get away with being disingenuous about this trial, or just basically dishonest about the whole thing. And the thing of it is, the Metcalf supporters or the anti-Karmelo is what I feel. They don't object to the fact that we can't see the video. They don't object to the fact that all these things that's happening this way, because it just makes me feel like that they know that their claims aren't accurate. As far as
definitely.
And so they're just trying to defend the criminal justice system. They're not trying to defend.
Mm-hmm. Wow, they're not trying to defend. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because they keep going. Like one lady said, she's seen the transcripts. You did not see the transcripts. There's a gag order on the records. Like no one can, not even the witnesses can come out and speak. Okay. Exactly. We're going to find out a lot of stuff in court, and there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings. Okay. A lot of stuff going to be found out in court, like the truth. Y'all have spread so many rumors about this family, have doxed them, all of that. And then you have the nerve to be mad because they need funding to help fight for their 17-year-old's life. And right here, I have pictured the Austin Metcalf. That's his family, what they have. And here on the other side is Austin Metcalf Memorial Scholarship. That's on Cheddar Up. All right. Mm-hmm. The other funding is GoFundMe. Mm-hmm. These are two separate crowdfundings. So don't sit there and say that the family is donating towards a scholarship. That's a lie.
Thank you. On top of that, and I keep saying it because I want Rock Climber to know that's just the father's. That's not his mother's, because they weren't together. They were not together. That's just the father's fundraiser. That's not his mother's.
So let's go down memory lane real quick, guys.
Hey, Mr. Mine. Your life.
The affidavit shows that went on.
There. Go ahead.
Okay, let's go back to this picture. It looked like this eye is like it's about to swell.
Mm-hmm.
And this is his arrest photo.
WFAA has obtained new court documents revealing how Austin Metcalf was stabbed to death at a track meet in Frisco. Police say another teenager had fresh blood on his finger when they found him at Kirkendall Stadium.
The affidavit shows that when officers arrived, Karmelo Anthony told them he got into an argument with Metcalf. And when the arresting officer said he had the alleged suspect in custody, Anthony replied, "I'm not alleged. I did it."
But Anthony told officers he only acted in self-defense and asked them if Metcalf was okay.
All right, so one thing about it, he never denied the act, okay? And he did ask, was Metcalf okay?
Mm-hmm.
He had remorse right away, so that's how I know this was not intended, because he cared.
Yes.
You know, something interesting about that mugshot?
Mm-hmm.
They must have told him to keep his eyes open. And that's the reason why he's got ridges on the top of his forehead.
You see it?
Yeah, I see that.
I just didn't want to be the one to say it, but Auntie kind of pointed out that his eye looked like it was kind of, but the ridges on the top of his forehead definitely shows that he had to kind of stretch up. So you're right. You're right.
If you look, and it's like on the top of his eye, and then underneath his eye, you can see the swelling.
Exactly.
The side of his cheek, underneath his mouth, you can see that. You can see, of course, the hair got pulled out. And so it's just
they were fighting.
They were fighting,
but the
I don't think Karmelo was fighting. I think he got jumped by too many people.
He did.
And he couldn't even. This is the theory I came up with on this too.
Okay.
You can't just poke somebody in the chest and then them just passing out. And I think that they had to been to a degree were on top of him. And so I don't think Karmelo, it might be, hear me out. We'll find out. And I'd almost be willing to put money on it. I don't think that poker was in his bag.
I don't think so either.
Oh, y'all think it was?
I think that poker was in the front pocket of Austin. The front left pocket of Austin. That's where I think he got it. If you think about it, they were standing in front of him, standing up. He was sitting down. The one thing he saw in front, and they were the ones that were responsible for putting up the tent. So they would very likely had pokers on them, on them in order to tie it off or whatever they was doing. And it might have been like a multi-tool, as what's his name, what Charleston White. But anyway, it might have been a multi-tool, as they was saying. And that might have been right there in front of like a Leatherman or something, right there in his front pocket. And that's what Karmelo had either grabbed, used, or took from him. And that's what he fell on when they all tried to grab hold of Karmelo and keep him in the tent.
And I can go with part of your theory because I believe he fell on it. Like, you know how you fall on someone, like fell on. That's what I believe happened. I don't think it was a situation where it's like, oh, let me pull this knife out and you know what I'm saying?
You have to either be able to put weight on it, or they'd have to put weight on you, because there's no way you can just develop enough torque just to poke somebody without them moving, without them jumping across the hole, jumping out the way, without them knocking your hand away. You can't get it to the point to where and that's the reason why you see people after a knife fight, after a poker fight, they'll have 30 poker wounds instead of just one or two.
Let me ask you this, Leroy and you, T. So where do we get this from? Him saying, "Touch me and see what happened." Did Karmelo say he said that? Do anybody know?
You only heard that from my understanding. It was only heard from the brother and supposedly someone else. That's what I don't know though, Auntie. I don't know. But if I told you that there was a fair warning, don't touch me,
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That was a fair warning, like, don't touch me. So he shouldn't have never been touched.
Right.
Well, I think because there's certain nuances in the law about the way that went, and the officer saying that nobody thought, like in the police in the arrest report, the officer was saying that nobody thought he had a poker at the time, or nobody thought he had a weapon. I know there's some type of legal ramifications, like if you don't show it or if you don't display it, you just pull it out and suddenly use it, or without emergency. There's some sort of ruling. I don't know what that is. I don't know what law that says, but that type of action. So when you read the arrest report, and they're saying that nobody thought he had a weapon, and then he pulled it out of his bag and poked Austin. It's kind of saying that these people are trying to come up with a rationale as to why they're not responsible, or why they didn't have any kind of interaction with him, or they're trying to get out from under the situation that they created. And I bet it was E and who was it? EP and J. Those two. I think they got all three of them, EP and J and Hunter. Maybe Hunter wasn't there. I don't know if he was there at the time, but when that officer pulled him into that shed or whatever to find out what happened, I think they were already well into the investigation, and they decided they needed to put something together to get this kid.
Exactly. I think it was well scripted.
Yep. They're trying to railroad him, but that's not going to work.
Huncho Treats asked, were they friends before all of this happened?
No, they weren't, Huncho. They weren't friends. I don't think they even knew each other.
Yeah, I don't. They're saying that picture that was put out there beforehand,
it's AI.
It's AI. I don't know, baby.
It's AI. So we're gonna get more into this police report. Let me pull it up.
Legal force if someone touches your shoulder. Rock climber, were you there? Because you said we're not even debating the law in here. Well, we know what the law is with touching someone. You shouldn't touch anyone. Okay, keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
But I do want to know, were you there? To keep saying touching a shoulder, I want to know, were you there? Because you sound like you was right there. I think that's a fair question, right? Y'all think that's a fair question?
That's a fair question, because the arrest report says he got pushed.
Exactly.
So I mean, what exactly are you trying to say? Did he touch it? Did he touch it with his fingernail? I mean, if you was there, did he touch him with a fingernail? Did he touch him with his elbow? Did he just body him? Did he? I mean,
did he touch it with the poker? I mean, we don't know, huh? We weren't there.
What is? But there is a video.
Exactly. There is a video, and also we don't know what other evidence they have because we're not privy to the documents. So I don't know how all these people, right? All these racist people are saying these things against Karmelo. How are y'all knowing this? That's what I want to know. Like, how do you know that this happened and that didn't happen?
I don't think we ever said what exactly happened. We said
we don't. He hasn't said it. He said he did it and he was in self-defense. That's all we know in the black and white right now.
And we can only give our opinions on or our insight on what we may think. But Rock Climber, I don't know how anybody's a liar unless you're a liar also, because you're in here blurting out things that you
said we don't know the law. We do know the law. I do know that the prosecutors really upped that charge, and it don't go with what happened.
Not go with what happened. I think they overcharged him.
Yes, they overcharged him. A 17-year-old black boy. Exactly. They overcharged him with first-degree murder. And then some of y'all are wishing that he get great in prison. They want him to get great, honey, and they want him to be there for the rest of his life. What was the catalyst in all of this? The catalyst was Austin. Well, first it was Hunter. And then Austin. If they would have not touched Karmelo, we all would be good today. We wouldn't even be going through this
at all.
If you say I go by lies, then okay. Make sure you hit that like button, Rock Climber, and also subscribe and get your membership, okay?
Please, because we love for you to come back.
Yes.
I remember I remember Kendrick Johnson's case. I'm old enough.
You said what?
Well, the reason why I bring up Kendrick Johnson's case, one of the things that bothered me about it. Okay, so Kendrick Johnson, if people didn't realize this on his case, that him getting rolled up in the mat,
please,
this is there was a lot of evidence that these parents are in possession of. And they've been insisting for justice. They've been insisting to these people to go after them. But and of course, the Lowndes County has been covering it up. One of the things that's there, like I said, there's a lot of evidence there that they have available for them. And I can't wait till this all comes out. But the teacher said that that was one of the teachers that's there that's working to help cover it up. She said that, or he said that it was a guy that these guys are accusing Lowndes County of being of racism, basically. And that was just him trying to deflect the fact that there's substantial evidence that Kendrick Johnson was unalived intentionally by somebody.
Yeah, that was sad. Like they try to say he fell inside of a mat.
And then
he fell in it looking for his shoe, his tennis shoe. How his tennis shoe got in there? These are people out there.
They know. They think they just playing in our face, you know.
There was a lot that happened, and they said, "But how did all that happen?"
Oh, I like this comment from MB Bandit 10. Rock Climber. Police report is just that. Just because it's in the report doesn't mean it's a fact. It doesn't mean witnesses are telling the truth.
That's true.
Exactly.
Thank you, MD.
And then Rock Climber says that he was not in imminent danger or threat or death or great bodily harm. A wounded who does not give you the right to stab someone. So let me handle her right quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So first of all, when it comes to self-defense, you don't have to wait till someone kick your ass. Okay? You don't have to wait till someone beat you down to the pulp to defend yourself. See, that's where you're getting it messed up at. You think that a person got to be getting beat up before they can defend themselves. No, if you can get that threat from you, get it from you. You don't have to get hit and beat up so bad till you need to stab someone. Okay? You don't have to wait.
Exactly.
Here in Texas, you don't have to wait. No. Okay? If he felt like it was a threat, he got two big old boys and they look just alike.
Who
okay? We don't even know who the hell he arguing with. Okay? And they trying to bully him.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's I don't see, you know, and the thing is, it's like, how is it these people had this rule for this? But the thing of it is, like, if a woman's being essayed and potentially raped, and she's trying to fight off her attacker, she's also eligible. There's no such thing as equivalent. You know, she's eligible to use whatever she wants the second this person tries to grab her. You know,
thank you.
And so, I mean, yeah, and unalive them. And as a matter of fact, do everybody a favor. You know, get them a couple more times, make sure. And so that's the way I see it. And so, why would this rule change? Because now it's a boy.
Because he's black.
Yeah, because it's a black boy. Because it was a black boy, and they in a sundowner city.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how he was the bully if he was approached. I'm so over them calling him a bully, and the bully was the one approached.
Right.
It's
He's
so
trying to the bully. That's
it's,
what I want to know. How is Karmelo the bully?
but he was the one approached.
You know what? I got to make it clear. And so if he's listening, I don't know, but anyway, the point is that this is an arrest report. This is not the police report. This is not the full police report. So consequently, an arrest report.
Yes, honey.
If they had
Help
1,000 people,
help Auntie out. Yes.
and so I could to make sure that to use the arrest report is used to validate a probable cause arrest. So even if they had 1,000 other people saying that a rock fell out the sky, you know, or they had it, if they have 2 people saying Karmelo did it, those 2 people will be the only ones in the arrest report, because they have to have a valid reason as to why they had a probable cause arrest. And so that's the reason why, and that's the one that goes to the media and right off the bat. So that's the reason why we currently have a biased view.
Yeah. You went out, Leroy. You can hear him, Auntie?
I can't hear him.
He went out.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey.
I was gonna say we can't hear you.
I was just about to get smart with rock climbing, talking about Karmelo wasn't raped. We don't know what they was gonna do. Go ahead.
You might have, yeah. I just make that the final point is just to make it clear that that arrest report is automatically biased. They have to validate a probable cause arrest. So no matter what the other witnesses say, the ones that implicate Karmelo is the only evidence that's going to be in the arrest report. That's not in the entire police report. And until we get the entire police report with all the officers in it, instead of a collection of reports from a few officers that was there, until we get the entire police report, we don't even know, we can't even say that.
We don't know everything. Then they gag the records right away. Like we don't know anything. I don't even know where they pulling these jurors from. What do you guys think the juror? Oh, they ain't coming from Frisco.
Girl, I pray. You hear me? I pray they're not. Okay? Because it's not going to be a fair trial.
Social media, they already don't poison the public. Okay, with lies. They went and said the family bought how the family gonna buy a new house in 3 days? Then they say they got new cars. How? When they kept having to move.
They were living great. Like they was
living good. Cars. Karmelo got a Lexus for his birthday.
Thank you.
He come from a two-parent home.
Before this happened, they gotta stop. It's like they it's so sad that they automatically label us as having or not worth having.
Yes, exactly.
That something like this happening automatically is, oh, they're using the money for cars.
Right. That was a lie. That was a lie. That's why it's gonna be a lot of lawsuits. I know that for a fact.
And that's the other thing, man. I always call them liars when they say that, because they know the truth. They know that's not.
They know the truth.
They've been corrected on this over and over again. And then they turn around and regurgitate the same thing over and over again. So this person who's saying this, they knew a year ago that this was a lie.
Exactly.
But they come back up on here saying the same thing again and again. And I can't help but conclude that that's just pure hatred.
It is hatred.
Yeah.
And then go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm done. I just making that point.
And I want to make a point too. I think that Karmelo's family has shown a lot of class, a lot of grace.
They have
situation. Because we're gonna be honest, rock climber. Okay. I didn't see Karmelo's family going to any of Austin conferences, any of their press conferences, anything. I saw his father pull up at theirs like he was trying to bully or like
the police had to make him leave,
make them feel some type of way about them doing a press conference on their son and what they were looking to do and where the funds were actually going. So I'm just really trying to figure out who's the bully in this case, because he pulled up on them the same way his sons pulled up on Karmelo. I'm just trying to figure it out. trying to figure it out. Since
That's a good point. They pull up game strong.
I think they've done very well.
I hope it's a fair trial.
I hope so too. I pray so. The only thing I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest with you, Auntie. I'm a little scared about it because of where it is, how it's gonna be held, how the public is already looking at him, and it's
They're already tainted.
That does scare me for our boys. You get what I'm saying? They're already found guilty before they can even have a trial.
Yep.
And then this is the other thing is that when you say fair trial, if you think of it like a ladder, when it comes to an unjust trial, they've already moved up 4 or 5 steps, and it's like they're already moving up the ladder of doing something unjust. And I have no idea how they're gonna get out of this, because there's got to be a way they can get out of the mess that they created for themselves, because they wouldn't be going this far with it. So I'm thinking, if they, with the gag order, with the silence, and there's like I said, there was that video. There's a number of people that saw that video, and outside of the people that actually are in the media, the 4 people in the media that said, "Oh, we can't see nothing," everyone said that it was 4 guys that went after him. So the people who did see the video, outside the media people, they're saying that this evidence will exculpate him, or this is exculpatory evidence. So the thing of it is that they have to figure out a way to prevent this video from going public.
Exactly.
And so and all those people that said that already, they've already been declared liars.
Yes.
And and so the media that goes in can't record, can't show anything, can't view any of that evidence or whatever. We're not going to be able to get hold of it. So anybody that goes in there, you can't record. You can't bring your recorder in there. You can't video anything. And so that's in the courtroom. No cameras, no nothing. Just, you can only write stuff down, and that's it. So when people people that go in and start saying, "Hey, okay, we wrote this down, and all that," and said, "Hey, this is what happened. This is the whole story." When they start coming out, telling the public the truth, they're going to get declared the liars. They're going to be treated the same way. And so they already know this. They're going to. Wow. So with that, and then as long as they prevent the video from going public, and put restrictions on the way that evidence might be presented in the courtroom, they can get him. They can get him and get away with this. Yeah. That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And I think
Karmelo has two attorneys that is being paid from that fund. Yeah. Okay, guys. He has 2 attorneys. He do not have a public defender. Right? He has 2 private attorneys, 2. Okay. Now, Rock Climber said Baby Shaker. Who is Baby Shaker? Leroy, do you know who Baby Shaker is?
The Baby Shaker.
He didn't say a word.
Yeah, and he didn't say how Karmelo's family has been horrible either, because we ain't seen or heard.
Yeah, I think what he meant, Baby Shanker.
Oh, Baby Shanker.
I don't know. I don't know what he means.
Baby Shaker kicked him out. What is he?
I don't know what he's talking about.
He didn't say a word, you lying smear. One, we didn't say he said a word, Rock Climber. I said he went there as a bully, like he was trying to intimidate the family by being there, by standing there. He didn't have to go at all. That's intimidation.
That's right.
You know the definition of intimidation. That's exactly what he did. See, you're not dealing with people up on this panel that are not intelligent, baby.
Exactly. We are intelligent. We know the law. Obviously, you don't know the law. And you around here 75 years old coming up here acting like this.
Very much. 75.
Oh, they're talking about Dominique.
Who is Dominique?
One of the
attorneys.
Dominique, I don't think he's an attorney. I think he's like a representative for the family, like some type.
The activist.
No, the one guy that was there when he was speaking for the family, like an activist or something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But hello, you don't have to hire an activist, Rock Climber.
Dominique.
Because I think rock climber goes. He must went on some of them hunt trips with them when they were learning how to skin deer and stuff.
Right.
Jeez.
I know he won't, and you better not come to that courthouse rock climber acting crazy.
Wait. Rock climber say Austin's dad showed up to pray. Get the flip out of here, please. He could have prayed from his own home, own interview. Okay, when he did his, they didn't show up to pray at his. It's intimidation, rock climber.
Yeah, it was intimidation.
He was.
You know what else I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think his dad. I mean, let's accept the fact his dad is. I mean, he did lose a son.
Yes, he did.
I understand that. And then, you know, we can't. I mean, I can't say I can understand how he feels because when somebody loses a kid, you can't really say that. And so, you know, and if it was my kid, yeah, I'd be so emotionally biased. I'm not sure what levels I would say should happen. It shouldn't happen.
Exactly.
But the point, I think, when he went there, I think he's really trying to figure out a way to get out of this whole quagmire of a situation that he's got himself, his son. I think, and also, of course, to try and draw up funding for his GoFundMe or whatever by being ever present.
Yeah, I think, see, he wasn't invited. He shouldn't have went there to try to disrupt it. He could have prayed for him in the truck. So my thing is that, you know, right now that family, the Anthony's family, they can't trust anybody at all, especially not the victim's father. Okay. Right now, you know, it's too much emotion. You know, people don't know if they're going or coming. I do feel like Austin's dad knows the truth. Okay, because he actually tried to stop this race war that's going on, but he did speak out on that. But people are just gonna continue to, you know, be prejudiced, be racist, say all sorts of things about a young man that was 17 at the time. Now he's 18. So it's just crazy. Y'all want to see him in prison.
Sorry. Go ahead.
They want to see Karmelo in prison. Why didn't y'all want him to have his day in court? Y'all got mad when they let him come out on bond for what? I don't know. Y'all was mad as hot as fish grease. So it's just, you know, everybody, you know, deserves a fair trial according to the United States of America. Okay. They say everybody is innocent before proven guilty and that everybody deserves a fair trial.
We don't want to look up Dominique. I already know what you're talking about with his arrest or whatever. We've followed this. I know who you're talking about with Dominique and whatever. That has nothing to do with this Karmelo case nor his family. Okay, all Dominique is doing is whatever he's doing. Pray together at their conference where they're trying to explain things or talk about how they're. The family said they felt sorry for his family.
Yes.
So that
the family wants to be in this situation. They act like the family wants to be in this situation. The Anthony's don't want to be in it. The Metcalfs don't want to be in it. And you know, I wish it wouldn't have happened, and so do they. But y'all want to just browbeat the Anthony's. Exactly. They're not out here saying anything. They're not even out here doing interviews, honey. Now, Metcalf mama, she don't been on my 3 or 4 interviews.
I want this.
Hunter, he don't been on 2 different interviews. The dad, he don't been on my 2 or 3. What is the Anthony's doing?
Exactly. He said Karmelo's family were the bullies and tried to play fake victims at what the. I think rock climber is really.
Yeah, I know the dude didn't have to show up. That's the whole thing. He didn't have to. How are they playing? When the dude didn't even have to show up, you know?
They weren't even ones that were out. The other people were because they knew what was going on. We're prejudiced and racist. I know rock climbing. I think you're still out there climbing rocks.
Oh no, at 85?
Yes, he's still out there on that rock, honey.
He's never gonna change.
He's never gonna change.
No,
We're
he's not.
prejudiced and racist because I don't think either one of us, me, you, or what's your name, Joey? I don't know. I can't even see his name no more. Leroy. I don't think either one of us. No, I'm talking to this gentleman saying that we're prejudiced and racist. I don't think either one of us have said one time anything that was racist nor prejudiced
Or
to
lie.
Austin's family at all. And I think we all said it was horrible that either one of them, and Leroy just finished saying, as a parent, he couldn't imagine what the young man's parent is going through or has been through, or whatever. So there's I don't even understand Rock Climber's angle right now. I don't understand his angle.
They just mad. They are very mad.
But mad about
if you don't agree with his position, you must be prejudiced and racist.
Thank you. Deflecting. He's deflecting.
Yeah.
He's deflecting. We don't care if he has 19 mug shots. That has nothing to do with Carmelo's family. I'm still not understanding what that have to do with Carmelo's family. What the heck is happening here?
So y'all listen, we're gonna take a trip. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a trip to Facebook.
Yes.
Right, hold on. Let me get it going.
Thank you for being up here, Leroy. We're enjoying you.
Hey, no problem, man. It's just I'm glad I got a chance to put in some too.
Let me see if
and make sure everybody has a lot of perspectives on this.
Yes,
exactly.
Rock Climber, like he want to come up here. You want to come?
Rock Climber can come up. We have no problem with Rock. He's 2050.
Just come up for a minute, man. We ain't gonna beat you up, man.
We're not.
No, let me I'm finna drop the link.
Yeah, they're trying to trigger folks. Devine, they want to say that all black people are ignorant. That's what he wants. But it's okay. We know.
You got me laughing.
Know better.
There you go, Rock Climber. Come on up while I log in here.
He keeps saying they hiring a fellow.
Hey, why don't you just discuss the evidence, Rock Climber?
Talk about
because every time you turn around, you're always saying something that is like it's not even a borderline lie. It's beyond the lies. It's like you call us liars, but you keep saying stuff that ain't even true. It's been publicly debunked over and over again, and yet you coming back saying the same thing again. So I mean, that's the definition of, and you're calling us liars.
And he said, and we're smearing Austin and Hunter. We're smearing people.
We taking a jury pool, girl.
You can come up and speculate what happened. Come up what you believe occurred.
Yeah.
That Karmelo woke up that morning and decided, I guess on demon time, and decided that he was the first person that said something to me, I'm whatever to him. Just let's come up here and speculate as to how he did.
You're right, Mike. You're right, Mike. There were 2 lives lost in the entire situation. You are correct.
They're like they want the Anthony's dead, the whole family and the children. Because they have 3 more kids.
Well, they don't implemented back the firing squad. Child, we ain't going there though. But go ahead, because we don't want to talk politics. Just go. We're talking this case. Oh,
girl, let me go to Facebook.
Well, they trying everything to get us up out of here. You hear me? Jeez. The angle is holding what? The angle is holding you to account for your life. You can't hold us accountable for anything.
What?
Where?
Wait a minute.
Now I'm just starting to believe Rock Climber is not even an old white man. I think it's an old white woman at this point.
You think it's a woman?
Karen.
You know what? Actually, I'm not even sure about that. It might be one of them type of.
Oh, okay. Them.
Okay. Yeah. They seem to be coming in with with every single story, because they don't got their dialogue from watching every single white TV person, but with their theory of what happened, and then they collaborated it all together.
Yeah,
right.
saying stuff like this. I think that's the reason why Rock Climber ain't coming up.
Exactly.
You don't find out what he is,
They don't, they don't want the truth.
But Rock Climber is the real coward on here. If we gonna be real, and he's gonna speak the way he's speaking in the comments, what you're speaking in the comments is very cowardly. If we gonna be honest, and to say that will we pull a Karmelo, we'll end up in the penitentiary like him.
Let's hear from Austin, guys.
Come on, let's hear Austin, please.
Okay.
How did it happen?
So it was a really bad storm in the morning, and they had a lot of delays. And me, my brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school because we attended that middle school when we went to middle school, and we were saying hello to old coaches and catching up with them. And then we're walking back to our stand. We put our tent up so all the bleachers were right there. We're not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life. I never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. And I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really aggressive. My brother stepped in. He started being, how he always is when he's just brothers, just having my back. And things started getting more higher intensity. And the kid said some aggressive stuff, reckless stuff. Austin tried to handle the problem.
Austin was always one to step up.
Now, I don't really understand a goddamn thing because he was too busy trying to make up a lie.
Stuttering.
Hey, keep going on this one, because this is something I've always argued on with the Karmelo supporters, that right here in this one, he says he grabbed a bag.
Let me go. Hold on. Because I didn't record the whole thing. Let me go get it off of Facebook. YouTube. Okay.
You're right. It is the one.
Okay.
I want to know why everything is. He said some aggressive things. What did he say? What did he say that was aggressive? Why?
He was trying to remember. I think what really was happening is he was trying to remember the dialogue that was expressed to him. It's like, this is what you're supposed to say during the interview.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't remember exact words. He said, and so he confused aggressive with the word reckless. So then when he remembered reckless, the word reckless, he said reckless stuff. Mm-hmm. And so that was his response.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't remember the exact words that he was supposed to use.
That he was being coached on prior to.
Yeah.
You're correct. Rock Climber, we don't want to talk about Tiffany. We're talking about Hunter right now.
Who is Tiffany?
I don't know. We're talking about Hunter. Let's listen to Hunter.
Let's listen, Rock Climber, honey. Just wait a minute.
I don't know no Tiffany Billions. No, just right.
Reprehensible scene in Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles.
Hold on.
He always was one.
Frisco, Texas, just 20 miles north of where I sit here today. A high school track meet yesterday turned deadly. 17-year-old football star Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart and left to die in his twin brother's arms after a fight broke out yesterday. The suspect was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat in the stands of the stadium before drawing a knife and attacking Austin. Police have yet to reveal what led up to that moment, but we do know the other student has been charged with murder. Joining me now is Austin's mother, Megan Metcalf, and his twin brother, Hunter. Megan, Hunter, thank you for being with me today. I can't imagine how difficult of a day. And I have to start with how sorry I am of what you're going through this morning, this afternoon. I think I'd like to just start. I'd love to just start with tell me about Hunter.
All around and just get out of line sometimes. A little more, I think I can speak for her for a little bit. So she just calms down just a little bit. But as for me, I know I'm a little more, spontaneous. I like to do stuff all around and just get out of line sometimes. And, Austin's always was there to check on me and keep me straight so I wouldn't be in trouble and do anything like that.
Now, y'all hear Hunter say he get out of line sometime. Okay. And that Austin usually, check him or get him right. Mm-hmm. So nobody can tell me that Hunter didn't start this mess.
Okay.
Hunter and Megan, whenever you feel ready, jump into the conversation. If you never feel ready, that's completely understandable to me and everybody else watching. Hunter, thanks so much for being able to do this today. Just a little more about your brother, Austin. From what I understand, I think he has it in his social media bio, 3.96 GPA student, certainly definitely into football. And it looked, when I was looking into him last night, he was very interested in being recruited to play football in college.
Yes, sir. He was very highly recruited, just like coming out of his junior year. He's had a really great year, and everyone on the team, coaches, everyone knew around the area just knew that he was about to do big things in football. But besides his GPA, man, that dude was extremely smart, always in the books. He just came to him real easy, and just him playing with football as well just made him just a great person overall.
Megan, we'll try this again, both of us, and we'll see how far we get. When I read your story last night, obviously this is not about me. I have a 17-year-old son. I live 20 miles south of you. My son's in Frisco every night playing soccer, and we have a lot of friends of friends who knew Austin. So the circles got tight, and this hit really close to home. And I'm just so sorry for you. Can you explain us at all today how you feel? It's just got to be so. The word I keep coming back to, Megan, is incomprehensible. How could this happen?
My son is gone, and I haven't. He's just going to be so missed by mostly, if I could say anything to the nation, I would say.
Hunter, I know you were there. Thank you, Megan. Take your time. Hunter, I know you were there when it happened. What can you tell us about what happened at that track meet? How could this thing that seems like is not on the menu of possibilities could happen? Again, I was at a track meet, by the way, on Tuesday. This is not something you think could ever happen. How did it happen?
So it was a really bad storm in the morning, and they had a lot of delays. And me, my brother, a couple of kids were walking back from the field house of the middle school because he attended that middle school when we went to middle school, and we were saying hello to old coaches and catching up with them. And then we're walking back to our stand. We put our tent up so all the bleachers were right there were not wet from all the rain. We come back, we sit down, and this kid said something behind me. I've never met this kid in my entire life. I never knew who he was. Said something just inappropriate and uncalled for. And I turned around and asked him who he was. He started getting really aggressive.
I wanted to stop right there. So he said that a kid, Karmelo was there. These two had went out, I guess, to get a snack or whatever. When they came back, Karmelo was under the tent, minding his business, right? And then Hunter says that Karmelo said something inappropriate, and then he turns around and asks him his name. That don't match up to me
At all.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's what they call decorating the Christmas tree or something like that.
Yeah.
There's too many details to where there's something that is like, you don't have to add all this stuff in there, but you add it in there to make it sound plausible, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My brother stepped in. He started being, how he always is with me, just brothers, just having my back. And things started getting more like higher intensity. And the kid said some like aggressive stuff, like reckless stuff. And also trying to handle the problem.
He just remembered the word reckless.
Reckless. He just remembered.
Yeah.
Austin was always one to step up. He always was one to step up and be the.
What you say, hon?
Oh, I was just saying he just right then and there, he remembered that he was supposed to use the word reckless, not aggressive. And so that's the reason why he said aggressive, reckless stuff. Reckless stuff. You know. And so he's correcting himself on that. So once again, that's a decorating the Christmas tree when he ain't out.
And I hope that Rock Climber can now see it came out of Hunter's mouth that he was there. Because they were trying to say that Hunter wasn't even around.
Rock Climber just said that a little while ago, I think, up in the comments, and now he's saying he didn't say he was out of line in this case. We just making up what we want to hear. He just said that he gets out of line. That's all we said. We repeated what he said about his own character. Okay, go ahead, Auntie.
Okay.
The person that would do the right thing. And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is like because they have personal items there.
A lot of stuff gets stolen, just like that, just precautions and stuff. And our coaches always told us, don't let, other schools, like mess with our stuff, just in our tent area. And we set that up for the girls track every meet we had. So it's just like, he knew he wasn't supposed to be there. He was it's just a tragedy what happened.
Okay, so the mother said that that Austin was doing what's right. What would have been right is if he felt that Karmelo, if he was uncomfortable with Karmelo being under the 10, he should have went to the coach. Someone with an auditory, not auditory, that's hearing.
He should have went to an adult with authority.
With authority, thank you. Yeah. And that's what he should have done.
Now sorry. Go ahead, Auntie.
No, go ahead, baby.
This is the sad part. Now Rock Climber is saying it doesn't match up. He asked who he was from a distance. That's not what he just said, Rock Climber.
He was sitting right in front of me.
He just said it literally on here. And you were making up what you want it to be. He literally just said girl, come on, Rock Climber, go Nick.
Yeah,
go.
I mean, here.
And then what happened, Austin? After your brother stepped up, what happened then?
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag.
Girl,
I whipped my head around.
Did y'all hear that?
Rewind it back.
Oh, I didn't even know this.
That's what Leroy was saying. Go ahead.
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag.
Oh,
I whipped my head.
And Austin, after your brother stepped up, what happened then?
At the distance.
He stepped up over there, asked him to move, got aggressive, he grabbed the bag. And then
So he's saying that Austin, did y'all hear that? He stepped up to him unaggressive
and grabbed the bag.
Yeah.
And that was from a distance, Rock Climber? Okay, go ahead.
Did y'all hear that? I didn't even know this. He grabbed the bag.
I know I heard, and because there's a dude that made a video of him saying I grabbed the bag.
Yes.
And it's like repeat, and he put it on repeat just to let people know. So I don't remember if it was this one or the interview that was outside, but at one point in one of these interviews, he said I grabbed the bag.
Exactly.
I'm not sure which one it was. I thought it was this one. Unless he had more than one video with his mom.
Do you have it? Because I know you have.
We're gonna go to the other.
Both. Yeah, we got both. Don't worry about it, Roy. Trust me, we got both. We're gonna play both.
Are we finished with this one yet? Are y'all wait? Is he still?
So on this one, he says his brother grabbed the bag, right?
I whipped my head around, and then all of a sudden, I see him running down the bleachers, grabbing his chest, and just blood rushing out. He said, he got stabbed. He got stabbed. First, I froze for half a second. I didn't know what to do. And then I saw him about to fall. I went to go over there. I grabbed him. I see.
Yeah, I understand. Best I can to understand.
Yeah, you can see.
Wait a minute. Wait. I just wanted to let y'all know there's somebody in the room with them that is coaching them. Because I've been hearing somebody talk, but they're not in the camera. Now, I'm not the one to be mean, but baby, ain't no tears came out yet. Now, that's all I'm going to say. That has nothing to do with the case. But it seems like there's a lot of acting going on. But we're going to keep going.
You can picture what happened when, what was coming out of his chest. And
yeah.
Y'all can visualize that stuff. I don't want to put down my mom right now, but I pushed my hand on there, trying to make it stop, and I grabbed his head and I looked in his eyes. I just saw his soul leave, and it took my soul too.
Please.
I'm so sorry.
You know what? Okay, so we're gonna go after this. We're gonna go to the other one, and you're gonna hear Hunter say that the paramedics made him get out the way. But he is saying that Austin died in his arms, y'all. Mm-hmm. but the paramedic was out there doing CPR, and they also say they were giving him blood out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you.
Okay,
I
guys.
saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
Did y'all hear him tell?
Yes, okay.
Wait. Did y'all hear him tell the woman to hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said he's not my husband.
It's not.
And I'm thinking, and I don't know who that is actually.
Right.
I initially I thought it was Jeff Metcalf.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why, if he's off the screen? There's a reason why, because they wouldn't have the, I don't know, maybe they didn't want the whole Metcalf family on the screen.
No, they're oh, go ahead.
And I don't see her looking at him at all.
Mm-mm.
And so I don't know who that is on the side. That's you know what, the fact that she's not looking at him, that still makes me wonder if it's Jeff or not, you know.
Well, the little boy told her
the father weren't getting along though.
Huh?
I know, but I think in this circumstance, I mean, I guess Hunter was I think was it Hunter and his mom that rode to the hospital? I don't remember which one, but I don't know. I just know that I'm just thinking that maybe there was a discussion about this is a narrative that this is a story we're going with.
Yeah.
Watch how he tell the
He
mama
might have been able to stay there for the interviews. Go ahead.
And here we go with this
question. I've seen interviews with your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
Did y'all see him say?
So I think that's Jeff Metcalf, because he didn't want the imagery of separated parents or something like that. Maybe that's what it was. That it's like, don't tell them. They don't need to know. They shouldn't hear this part. They'll judge us if we say something. So I think that's what's being hidden. And her immediate response to say no, that's not my husband. You know, that's because she don't like that dude at all.
At all. They said
that's what she's saying. Yeah.
That's why they had separate GoFundMe's, because they were not getting along at all. Yeah. At all. That's God. Let me go ahead, Auntie, because I'm rock climbing about to.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But I have seen interviews with your husband in the last 24 hours, and it was remarkable to me that I heard your husband say within hours of this that he forgave this other young man. And he got there so quickly. And I honestly don't know that I could.
First of all, y'all, it's a lot of stuff going on in this video. Now, I want y'all to see Hunter. This boy is something else. He is like making mouth movements. He's mouthing something to somebody. Why is everything a secret?
And then if you notice, now you know we notice everything. If you notice, and Rock Climb, I want you to go watch this video real closely. There was a lot of shoving the arms between him and his mom.
But what?
That's coached, okay? That's coached.
But why?
Why are they pushing each other arms? Like when you say certain things, it's like a little shove, like don't say that.
Because the truth, you know what? The truth is the truth, right?
Exactly. It don't need to be coached.
Right. And why is he mumbling words like this? I know if something happened like that to me, like I'm going to say everything that needs to be said so that I can get justice for my son. But these people are hiding something. And that's why when the trial comes along, it's going to be a lot of people, honey, in shock. I want y'all to see how his mouth is moving.
But I have seen interviews with your husband in the last 24 hours, and it was remarkable to me that I heard your husband say within hours of this that he forgave this other young man, and he got there so quickly. And I honestly don't know that I could. And I just want to see, and I don't know if there's a right or a wrong place to be, especially as quickly as this has happened. Megan, how do you feel on that front today?
I am not like their dad. I am so angry at that boy. It's just not fair. That's all I have.
I understand.
I'd like to say is it's forgave, not forgotten, but I'm not at that point yet to forgive that kid for what he did to my brother. Because, 17 years, my best friend, just there in the blink of an eye, I lost him. So I'm not at that point to forgive and forget, but eventually I will. But I pray for his family. I pray that they understand what we're going through as well. I just pray for everybody.
I totally understand where both of you sit today on that front. I don't know that I could either. That's why I found it remarkable when I heard that from your husband. But everyone has to go through this their own way. I just pray that God goes through this with you both and your husband and the rest of your family. And I really appreciate you sharing this.
She mad. Look at that. She mad because he kept saying husband.
It's not her husband. It's
like
her
that man at all.
right?
Like, just because the couple of these two came out of me, it's like that. That don't mean I like that dude, And so it's clear that she don't like that. Yeah, she don't like that man at all.
Right.
So
from the hood now, y'all know that, right?
You call Karmelo that boy.
That boy, and we from the hood though.
Right.
That's what Rock Climber said. We from the hood. We're using hood mentality, honey. Okay.
Here's the second interview, guys.
Oh, wow. Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I can't tell if he said also or Austin. And
this is
when
what
he
my
talked
husband.
about grabbing the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't tell if he said Austin grabbed the bag or also grabbed the bag.
To me, it sounded like he said Austin grabbed the bag.
Now, the first one, it's clear. He said Austin grabbed the bag.
Oh, he gonna say it on here too?
Yeah, I think he might say Austin. I gotta listen.
Okay, let's see, child. Listen over here at the True Crime Family, baby. We get to the facts. All right. We don't push no false narrative.
No.
All right, and we back up what we talk about.
Exactly.
So I'm
And I haven't cleaned in 3 months.
I'm thinking he
That's
either
because
said
I have
Austin
someone come and do it for me twice a month through Home Aglow.
Okay.
My son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Just tell me about what happened today.
I don't know. I got a phone call from Hunter. He was screaming that Austin had been stabbed. I was at work, and so I drove. I work in Grapevine, so I drove up to the hospital straight away. I actually beat the ambulance there. Yeah, I saw them have him come out. He was on a lot of machines, and it didn't take long for them to come in to say that he had passed. So, not sure, senseless act of a boy that was in the wrong tent, and my son doing the right thing by telling that boy that he needed to be removed from where he was, and just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Tell me about Austin. What do you want people to know about your boy?
He was the most amazing kid. Oh, so smart. He had college football guys looking at him to play in college. His goal was to play in college. He just wanted to play football. His life was going to the gym and working out and being a leader on his football team. And he just had such ambitions and a drive that it's hard to find in a kid. And he's just such a good spirit. And so many kids loved him. And his brother lost his best friend.
They're twins, right?
Yeah, identical twins. Yeah.
They've been like,
they are the best of friends. Like, just I'm so worried about my son because he's gonna have to face this world alone now, because he had a brother that was with him the whole time, and now he's gonna have to do it alone. And I'm just so worried about him. I really am.
was Hunter with Austin today?
He was. They made him go away when they were doing CPR on him, but he was there when he was stabbed, and he was holding, I guess, the wound to keep it from, he was trying to save his brother. But I think he said he saw when he took his last breath and before the CPR came back in. So For what I heard, he was unresponsive for 5 minutes. They were able to revive him a little, but I think it was too little too late.
What can the community do for your family?
They need to support this is Hunter. Did you want to talk to him?
Oh, man.
Just real quick.
Okay, now y'all look how big them boys is.
Yeah.
And it was 2 of them.
This,
Two of
I
these
don't,
big
I
old
don't know.
boys.
I don't know why I can't get this out my head, but I think of Stack and Smoke and how notorious they were that nobody. You remember the movie Sinners?
Yeah.
Movie Sinners and how notorious those twins were. I think these two might have been like that too. You know, they were just notorious twins. You know, and they was best friends from it.
Yeah.
You know? And
I mean, look at these big old boys, and it was 2 of them.
they was big. They was playing football. So
yes.
And the day of the stabbing, I just had a quick question, not to you know what I'm saying, interrupt, but were they even running that day?
They were just. I think they were just put. Not these two. I don't think.
No, the 2 brothers were not. I remember they said that some of the students.
Write that down. I didn't know that.
Some of the students said the brothers weren't even running that day. But I mean, I don't know for sure, but I do know that was something that was online with some of the students that said the brothers were bullies at the school. So I don't know.
Here's okay. I have listened to Tiffany Billings. I've talked to her, and we go through.
So you know who Tiffany is?
Ma'am, I know who she is.
I don't know her.
Tiffany Billings
she's an activist, right?
She's the activist. She's the first one that told everybody that there's a video. Go down to fill out a FOIA and go down and see it. And she's the reason why 39 people got to see that video.
Oh, that's the one.
If it wasn't for her, I think this kid would have been laid out already by now. He'd have been up the river by now. But
oh, that's why rock climber mad with Tiffany.
Yeah, okay. He mad at her because she done exposed how bad this system is.
Okay.
But one of the things she's one of those people that go through line by line. Like when we in her lives, she goes through the police report or the arrest report line by line by line by line, and we sit there and we discuss each aspect of it. Then in another one of live, she'll go through the interviews line by line. She'll go through all the stuff that's been available, like through the motions and all that. So I mean, I think her lives are fantastic.
I'm gonna have to watch her sometime.
Yeah. And that's the reason why, and she's genuinely fact-based. So even me throwing out speculations and stuff like that is kind of irritates her.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's the reason why a lot of these people just can't stand her, because she
what's her last name? Because I'm gonna follow her.
Right?
Tiffany Billings. That's the best I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her. I got her written down.
Okay.
You'll know who she is. She's actually pretty. She's very pretty too.
Okay.
Okay, I hear you, nephew.
Hey, I'm 59, man. I mean, if I could, you know.
We just had a little altercation, and that's really it. But he has a good heart. Everyone knows. Everyone around here knows he's a great kid. He just one mistake from that dude, and just took my brother. Just he didn't deserve it. No one deserves a loss from a family like that. I know people that lose their family members all the time, but I just didn't know it's getting mine so soon. I'm not best friend with my brother my whole life, but if y'all could just not y'all, sorry, just thank y'all for just comforting us in the Frisco area has been comforting my family and me, and I just really appreciate everything that everyone's done. It's a really hard loss, but we're gonna get through it with my family, so we'll just stay together.
If you're a producer who hates AI,
all right,
this plugin
might got a bag on this one.
That's the end.
No,
it's
no,
not
commercial. I think there's more to this.
Change your mind. This is reimagining co-producer. You can take any sample.
Oh, child.
I mean, our relationship is really the tightest I've ever seen in somebody, between two human beings. I mean, we did everything together. clean the dishes together, do the yard work together, sports. You name anything in the world, it's always us two and one thing. So you're always just basically one person.
You guys just a few minutes apart?
4 minutes.
Austin was first by 4 minutes. He got stuck in me.
So technically, your bigger brother.
Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of big brother stuff around. He's always on my back. Even if I'm in the wrong, he'll always take my side no matter what it is. So it's just really heartbreaking to see someone that cares for you that much and does everything even by your side no matter what, just pass away like that.
Your mom told me that you were there.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't mind, what happened?
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I looked at my mouth.
So he either says Austin or also. Now, if you look at the closed caption, I mean, it says also. It doesn't say Austin, but I don't think it might. But it might not know the names.
Right.
Say that.
It sounds like he said Austin.
Austin.
It does. I mean, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like he said Austin.
And it's very like, because even if he said also, it doesn't mean that he's the one that grabbed the backpack.
Exactly.
So when did Karmelo go in his backpack and get a knife? If this boy grabbed it,
if they grabbed it,
this is where I have a problem, because I think that's the reason why they're saying that, because the police report, that's still a third party hearsay. That's like the police report is saying that the arrest report saying that one of the kids is literally a police officer saying that one of the kids said this to him, alleging that that's what Karmelo did. So it's like there's three parties away from what they're saying happened. And so I don't know. If Karmelo was on that kind of time, he would have had the poker up his sleeve.
Exactly.
He would have had it under his leg or something. Right. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna start talking stuff and make him over. I'm gonna get him. So this idea that he grabbed it out the bag, it just sounds absurd to me. Other than the fact that this is the only rationale that they can come up with as to where he got the poker from, because I don't think he's the one that brought it.
No, because I'm gonna just say I don't know who brought it, but it does not make sense. He keeps saying they grabbed the bag. So if they
he said it
grabbed it out of the bag.
Yeah, they say he went to, hit me again and see what happened, and he went in his bag and got the knife. Now Hunter is saying he didn't even see the stabbing. He said he turned his head around. And
no, because he was
turned back. His brother was stabbed.
Yeah, It does not.
This is self-defense all the way. I have a huge feeling. I'm not being biased. I base my opinions on facts. Okay. And I bring facts to you guys, and I want you guys to formulate your own opinion. All right. Here I bring out the facts. I show you guys the paperwork and the videos. Okay. And please remember, when it comes to this case, everybody is limited. Okay. So don't go around believing shit unless you see it with your own eyes. Okay. From somebody that's a valuable, what do you call it? A reputable person. All right.
There's another point I want to make. I'm actually, I got to get off because I got to make dinner. But there's another point I want to make. What people need to understand is that in our criminal justice system, there have been egregious acts done by prosecutors. And I think one of the most egregious ones I saw was a case called Sharif Cousins. The name of the guy was Sharif Cousins. And this is 1993. But they had videotape of this 16-year-old at a basketball game for his high school, like a mayoral function or some sort of, what is it? Not a demonstration, a exhibition. And he was literally playing basketball on video at the time a robbery and an unaliving took place. And his coach testified that he dropped this kid off at home, but but he ended up getting convicted of well, basically first degree murder, and he was sentenced to die.
Wow.
And at the age of 16, in direct violation of international law, because that was international law at the time. You can't sentence minors to be unalive. Sure. They did that, and even though the prosecutor saw the videotape of him playing basketball at the time of the unaliving, so the reason why he ended up getting convicted is because the person who was also involved in the robbery and named him as one of his co-conspirators, or as the other person that was involved. And the lady that was there who witnessed her husband being unalive, after 3 interviews, identified Sharif Cousins as a person responsible, and she went to court and said, I am 100% certain that it was him, and pointed at Sharif Cousins as being responsible for the murder. But he's on video. And so what the prosecutor did, they changed the times, or basically they made the argument that the time on the video was wrong. And even though the coach testified that he dropped off Sharif Cousins 20 minutes after the unaliving took place, they apparently that argument won. They convicted him, and here's the other egregious part of this is that 3 years later, eventually the judge said, "Hey, just let him go, just get him out of there, let him go." And so the prosecutor who was involved, and I can't remember the name of this guy, he went in and he told Sharif, it's like, "Hey, you know what? If you plead guilty, we'll put you in life. You don't have to do, you know." And Sharif was 17 or 18 or something like that at the time. Wow. And so it's like, you know, and he literally pled guilty to the crime because to get off a death row.
Yeah. Wow.
And so what ended up happening is that the judge, I guess he got infuriated and said let him go, and so they let him out. But that prosecutor became a judge.
Wow.
Oh, God.
So the penalty, there was a 3-week disbarment. So basically the prosecutor went on vacation, came back, his disbarment was over. And then he was promoted to being a judge. Wow. And then I'm like, what brother would want to be in front of that guy?
Nobody.
Yeah. And so anybody who doesn't believe this, look it up. Sharif Cousins, Shareef.
I just looked it up because I'm gonna definitely look into.
I'm gonna look into that too. But thank you, Leroy, for coming up.
Evil, man.
Appreciate you. Hopefully you'll join us
again, and thank you too.
We have a couple cases that we do.
Rock Climber, you need to go ahead and subscribe, baby, and get you a membership so you can come in.
I do want to make a quick point to
go ahead.
Quick point.
Let me just make this last point. Is that so I just want people to know that, hey, they'll put, even though we're innocent, they'll put us in for life.
Yes.
Right?
I already know that.
Evidence of us not being guilty, they'll put us in for life. And I need Rock Climber to understand that this is how this criminal justice system has been operating. Just like a quote in the Bible where it says, the devil is like a hungry lion roving about the earth, seeking to devour someone. That's our criminal justice system.
Yes.
That's how I feel about it.
Yes.
There's no question in my mind that we think we have the best system in the world, but in truth, I don't think it's even close.
We never have had it. It's never been in our favor. How about that?
Leroy, Rock Climber got a message for you. Read it, Leroy.
All right. Thanks for bringing up a case that has nothing to do. Yeah, it has everything to do with this case because there's video. And this is another example where there's video. I'm just showing you another example where there's video, and that they still will put us in or even unalive us, even though they know we're in it.
Man, it's crazy, y'all.
That's what I'm trying to express to you, Rock.
Yeah.
That they'll put us away even though they know we're innocent.
Exactly. And it's so many of us that have been sentenced and we're innocent of the crime.
And then
they don't care.
Then they come back after you've done 60 years and then go, oh, we made a mistake. This person shouldn't have been in jail in the first place. You notice that happens a lot.
You know what? A pardon isn't like when they pardon Martin Luther King. A pardon ain't for him. A pardon is for them. They're actually they're pardoning themselves for the crime that they just committed. And that's the reason why I don't even believe in pardons for some of these people, for people at all, because it's like you're only apologizing for the crimes that you have done. You're forgiving yourself for the crimes that you have done.
Exactly.
That concept of a pardon shouldn't exist.
Yeah. And I think too that rock climbers need to understand one thing, especially someone who's making up a story, they're gonna always put a little bit of truth in every story that they tell, right? It's gonna be, you catch the truth in each story, like the brother, where he keeps talking, right? Every time he talks, if you notice, he always says that he was either being in the wrong and his brother had to get him right.
Yep.
Or even if
it was two of them, it was
wrong, his brother would still take up for him. Like if you notice the pattern, he said that more than once, and you have to remember that he's the person that initially
started
to Karmelo. So we're not gonna sit here and ignore exactly what's being said. As much as you don't like it, we're not gonna do it. Okay. Child, we're done with them doing our books in the kind of way. Like, this is ridiculous. Tell the truth.
All right. Well, thank y'all. And I'll let you guys know when I do another live. Appreciate both of you.
Always, Auntie.
All right.
I'm connecting my account so I can I can catch up with you guys later.
Please.
All right,
guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Leroy.
Bye, rock climber.
Bye, rock climbers.